Shifting focus now to Uganda, a leading opposition figure has been jailed after his alleged kidnapping from neighboring Kenya. Now, Kizza Besigye is a prominent opposition politician in Uganda. He has contested elections against the longtime President Yoweri Museveni at least 4 times in the past. On Tuesday, his wife took to social media and said that her husband was kidnapped last Saturday while he was in Nairobi for a book launch. She informed that her husband was being held in a military jail in Kampala. The Ugandan government has not confirmed the arrest. They say they are cross-checking the reports and are also in touch with Kenya to confirm Besigye's whereabouts. Now, Besigye is a member of the Forum for Democratic Change, or the FDC. He is a trained physician who was once personal doctor of the now President Yoweri Museveni, and he is also a former military officer. He was once a close ally of the President Museveni, who has been ruling Uganda since 1986. However, later he turned into one of his staunchest critics. He has faced dozens of arrests in the past as well, as he criticized the president and his policies.
Countries that have exploited oil, when their governance is poor, that oil has become a curse. In those countries, rather than oil-starring development, it has actually not led to any development. In those countries, it has increased social conflict. In fact, and wars, civil wars, are raging in countries with these natural resources. The environment can only be safeguarded when you have strong institutions, when you have effective public accountability.
Besigye's arrest comes months after Ugandan authorities launched a crackdown on the opposition. Many prominent opposition leaders have been arrested and put on trial. In July, 36 members of the FDC, the party Besigye founded 2 decades ago, were deported from Kenya and put on trial in Uganda on terrorism charges. These members were in Kenya for a conference, but they were accused of traveling to the neighboring country for providing or receiving terrorism training. They were all freed on bail last month. However, there and now, Besigye's arrest has brought Kenya's role in Uganda's crackdown on the opposition into the spotlight. Some opposition leaders have expressed dismay over the fact that Kenya used to be a safe haven for them, but it is now becoming an operational zone for the dictatorship in Uganda. Concerns have been mounting recently about Kenya's involvement in the reported kidnappings of foreign nationals. Last month, Nairobi repatriated 4 Turkish refugees who were reportedly abducted and forcibly returned in violation of international law. Meanwhile, concerns continue to grow over human rights abuses in Uganda, and Museveni's government has been accused of repeated human rights abuses against opposition leaders and supporters, including illegal detentions, torture, and extrajudicial killings. The government, however, denies the accusations and says those arrested are detained legally and processed appropriately by the courts.